So we'll start standing at the top of the mat, and you might want to grab a hold of your 2 blocks and bring them to the top if you have them for support. Otherwise, don't worry about the blocks. But we'll stand with the feet hips distance, arms alongside the body, and just take a big breath in through the nose, fill up. So breathe into the belly, the front of the heart. And just a clearing breath out. So just waking up the body. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears, take a big breath in. And then melt the shoulders down the back on the breath out. Maybe move the head from side to side. And then again, big breath in, shoulders up towards the ears. And then let something go, long breath out. Sweep the arms up overhead, take a big inhale. Now bend the right elbow, grab a hold of it with the left hand, and just start to lean over towards the left. Just slow and controlled. And then back to center, arms up overhead, inhale. Switch it, bend the left elbow, grab a hold of it with the right hand, and lean over to the right on the exhale. Back to center, arms up, breathe in. Interlace the fingers behind the back on the breath out and work the palms towards one another. Soft knees, send the fists down, hard up, breathe in. Fold in on the breath out, just bending your knees as much as you need, especially for this first one, the hamstrings might be tight. Now sink deep into a squat and send the sit bones back, but keep the bind with the hands on the inhale, lift the heart. And then bow back in on the exhale, keeping the knees as bent as you need. And again, deep bend into the knees, sit bones back, heart forwards, inhale. Bow in on the exhale. Bend the knees, look forwards, breathe in. Release both hands down to the mat and step the right foot back with control on the breath out. Lowering the right knee down. If you need a little extra padding for the back knee, just double up on the mat or grab a blanket. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand and do a big circle with the left arm. So sweep the left arm forwards on the inhale. Big circle to the back of the room on the exhale. And again, sweeping the arm forwards, breathe in. Big circle on the breath out. Now last one, inhale. Now either the left hand's going to come to the low back on the exhale, or you bend the back knee and grab a hold of the right foot with the left hand. And just come up a little bit higher onto the right fingertips and lift the heart up. And then exhale, if you have the back foot, just kicking the foot back, lifting the heart up even higher. Slow inhale in. And you might stay here or right ear to right shoulder on the breath out. Just seeing if you can also breathe into that left side of the neck. And then bringing that head back to center on the inhale. Releasing the back foot if you have it. Heel toe the left foot out a little wider. Bring the left hand to the inside of the foot. Release the top of the right foot down and come up onto the fingertips. Take a big breath in. And just start to walk the hands forwards on the breath out, staying up onto the fingertips. Keep pressing down into the front heel and lift the heart up a little higher on the inhale. Now chin to chest, round curl in as you exhale. Think like cat and cow here. So inhale, pull the heart forwards, lift the gaze. And then exhale, chin to chest, round curling in and really grounding down through that front foot. Last one like that, breathing in to open. Exhale to round. Look forwards on the inhale. Walking the hands back in. Heel toe the left foot wide and step the left foot back. And then just spreading the fingers out wide, ground the palms down and just gently rocking the hips from side to side. Keeping the left palm grounded, take the right hand and just bring it over towards the left side of the mat. Take an inhale, and then press the floor away as you bring the sit bones back on the exhale. And just let the head be heavy. Slow inhale in. Keep pressing the floor away on the breath out and pulling that right sit bone back. Then slide the right hand back on the in-breath. Walking the hands a hand's distance forwards, bend the elbows and just lower down all the way to the belly with control. Ground down through the tops of the feet, bring the hands either side of the chest, roll the shoulders and start to lift the heart, lift the ribs, bring the chin in so the back of the neck is long. Either you stay here or send the arms back and interlace the fingers behind the back. Move the fist away from the low back and lift the heart up a little higher on the inhale. And just stay, keep grounding down into the feet as you exhale. One more breath in, lift the heart up a little higher, keep finding length. And then lower down, hands either side of the chest on the breath out. Tuck the toes under on the inhale. Child's pose, bring the sit bones back to the heels on the exhale. And just really press the floor away, maybe walk the hands a little bit more forward so you can breathe into the shoulders as well as breathing into the low back. Take another inhale and slow exhale. And then shift the shoulders forwards, breathe in. Pick the knees off the mat and press back to downward facing dog on the breath out. Keeping the knees really soft, spreading the fingers wide and really rooting down into the inner hand as you start to send your sit bones back and apart. So really finding length from the fingertips all the way to the sit bones. So just bend your knees as much as you need. Come up high onto the balls of the feet on the inhale. Bend the right knee and lower the left heel down on the exhale. Coming up high, balls of the feet, breathe in. Bend now the left knee, lower the right heel down. Come up high onto the balls of the feet on the in-breath. Bend both knees, look forwards. Take your time to walk all the way to the top, all the way. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Rolling up to stand now, arms heavy. Slow breath in to peel up. Really bring the shoulders right up towards the ears like we did at the start. And then melt the shoulders down the back on the exhale. All right, second side. Sweep the arms up overhead, breathing in. Bend the left elbow and grab a hold of it with the right hand and start to lean over towards the right. Back to center, arms up, inhale. Bend the right elbow, grab a hold of it with the left hand and lean over to the left. Back to center, breathe in. Interlace the fingers with a different grip, so different thumb behind the back. So different thumb on top. Palms come together. Keep the elbows soft as you send the fist down and lift the heart up on the inhale. Then just bend your knees as much as you need and fold in on the exhale. Just like we did before, deep bend into the knees, lift the heart halfway on the inhale. Fold in, belly in as you fold. Two more. Bend the knees, heart lifts, breathe in. Fold in, breath out. Last one, inhale to lift the chest, like have a hold of your hands, I'm pulling you back. And then exhale to gently release, releasing the hands down. Take a halfway lift on the inhale. Now we step the left foot back, drop the left knee down. Come up onto the left fingertips. Again, if you need cushion for the back knee, just take it. Big sweep of the right arm forwards as you breathe in. all the way to the back of the room on the breath out. So really big circle. And then again, sweep it forwards on the inhale. Big circle. You can always follow your hand with the eyes. Last one, in. Right hand either to the low back, or you bend the back knee and grab a hold now of the left foot with the right hand. Lifting the chest up a little higher on the in-breath. And then stay, maybe pressing that left foot back, left shin back. And maybe left ear to left shoulder. Oh, just breathing in, that feels so good. Into that right side of the neck. Just staying up really high onto the left fingertips. And even though you're in this kind of folding over towards the left, see if you can keep the heart upright and the right heel dragging in towards the left knee. Now back to center with the head on the inhale. Releasing the back foot if you have it on the exhale. And just heel toe the right foot wide. Bring the right hand now to the inside of the foot. Up onto the fingertips, breathing in. You can release the top of the left foot down and just walk your hands forwards, forwards. Stay again for the inhale. Chin to chest and around, curling on the exhale. So again, we're thinking like cat and cow here. Heart pulls forwards, look forwards, breathe in. Chin to chest and round on the breath out. And again, heart forwards on the inhale. Round, curl in on the exhale. Breathing in, send the gaze forwards. Then walk the hands back in, tucking the left toes under and just heel toe the right foot wide. And then stepping the right foot back. Plant the palms down so they're underneath the shoulders. Then we'll take the left hand over towards the right corner of the mat. Take a breath in. Pressing the floor away and just moving that left sit bone back as you fold in, let the head be heavy on the breath out. And see if you can lift the elbow of that left arm off the mat. And again, like I'm pulling your sit bone back, like I have a hold of your hips and I'm pulling you back. But keep pressing firmly down with both palms. And one more breath in. And slow the breath out. And then sliding the left hand back in. Walking the hands a hand's distance forwards. And again, lowering all the way down to the belly. Hands either side of the chest. Roll the shoulders. Lift the heart, lift the ribs, chin in. And then maybe again sending the arms back, different interlace of the fingers, if you can remember, different thumb on top. Send the fist back and lift the heart up, so really move the fist away from the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together even more. And imagine like you could even lift your low belly off the mat, so really press your pubic bone down. Even press the little pinky toes down. Take one more breath in. Releasing the hands, release the heart on the breath out. Tuck the toes under on the inhale. Child's pose, bring the sit bones back to the heels on the exhale. Again, really pressing the floor away, so think really long arms. And then we'll lift the gaze, look forwards, just walking the hands back in, lower the hips down to one side and send the legs forwards towards the front of the mat. Now we're going to extend the right leg long and hug the left knee into the chest. And then lowering the left knee down, bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the leg. So I'm just mirroring you right now. Now, if you can feel that this knee is up really high and you feel like you're tilting back, then maybe grab a hold of your block here and just bring it underneath your sit bone so you have a little bit more height to tilt your pelvis forwards. Otherwise, see if you can press your left foot into the right inner thigh. At the same time, imagine like you want to bring your leg into the foot as well. So it's hugging in. Up onto the fingertips on the in-breath. Keeping the left knee heavy, just start to fold in on the out-breath. Maybe the left hand comes to the outside of the right shin. Take a big breath in. Lift up through the belly and then bow in on the breath out. Just one more like that. Inhale, lift the heart, lengthen, especially through that right side body. And then exhale to fold. Look forwards, breathing in. Now you're going to keep your left leg as it is. Walk your hands back in and start to bring the right leg out a little wider. Grab a hold of your left foot and draw it in towards your groin. So now with that right leg out wide, bring the hand to the inside of the right leg. So right hand to the inside. Start to lean over towards the right, just softening the right elbow, keeping the left knee heavy, left sit bone grounded. Maybe sweep the left arm up. Bending the left elbow, maybe the forearm comes behind the head as you lean more to the right. Now keep pressing into the ball of that right foot. Still lots of energy with the right leg. Keep turning the rib cage up a little bit higher on the inhale. And then stay on the exhale. And then send the left arm straight up towards the sky. Breathe in. Come back on the breath out. So now we'll switch sides. So extending the left leg forwards, bend the right knee, pull it into the chest, and then lower your right knee down. So the sole of the foot is going to come to the inside of your left leg. Then taking the the right hand and bring it onto the left shin. It is boiling hot here in Australia, and I think the heat has gone to my head. So my brain's a little mushy today. Lift up through the belly and really press into the ball of that left foot. Take an in-breath. And then bow in and fold on the out-breath. So we're not here for very long. Heart lifts, breathe in. Keeping that right knee heavy. Fold in, breath out. Just one more like that. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Looking forwards, breathing in. And then walking the hands back in, we'll take the left leg out wide, grab a hold of the right foot and just draw the heel into the groin even more. So just if you need. Then left hand to the inside of the foot, little lean over towards the left, turning the rib cage up and really press into the ball of the left foot. Maybe send the right arm up. Maybe bending the right elbow so the forearm comes behind the head. Keep lifting the chest up a little higher as you breathe in. And then staying or leaning more towards the left on the breath out. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. And then exhale, getting that little bit deeper. One more in. And slow breath out. Keep grounding down through both sit bones. Send the right arm back up. And then come all the way back. Grabbing a hold of your left knee. So just cupping the knee with the hand. Just slide over towards the center with the leg. And releasing the right leg. And we'll come all the way down onto our back. Hugging the knees into the chest. And just little rocks from side to side, or you might make circles with the knees, almost like you want to paint circles on the ceiling. So you can go in the same direction with the knees, or opposite direction. You choose. And just noticing what feels really nice for your low back. And then maybe you might bring the knees slightly forward so there's a little bit more pressure going right to the top of the glute. And then here we're going to cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh, interlacing the fingers around either the hamstring or the shin, flexing through the right foot and really press the ankle into that left thigh as you pull the left leg in, and tracking that right knee even more forwards. Take a breath in up the spine, and slow breath out. And just releasing any tension in the jaw and the hips with the exhale, especially if you can feel your hips are really tight this morning. And again, breathing in. Long breath out. Just one more in. Slow breath out. Now releasing the left leg, either you can cross over at the thighs or you can stack the knees. We're going to move the hips over towards the right and lower the knees down to the left, arms open wide. Ground the right shoulder head down and take an inhale. Turn the gaze towards the right as you twist a little deeper on the exhale. Breathing in. And slow breath out. One more inhale. Slow exhale. And then bringing the legs back to center. And we'll switch it, so releasing the cross of the legs if you cross the thighs, and we'll bring the left ankle on top of the right thigh, interlacing the fingers either around the hamstring or the shin. Pressing now the left knee forwards as you pull in even more with the right hand. And see if you can just keep flexing through that left foot, so you're keeping the left foot really active. And slow breath in, just finding a little bit more opening through the chest with the in-breath. And then maybe pulling the right leg a little closer in on the out-breath. Twice more. Breathing in. Slow breath out. One more inhale. Long exhale. And then releasing the right leg. You might again cross over at the thighs or stack the knees. Hips go over towards the left. Knees down to the right, arms open wide, and really ground the left shoulder head down. Turning the gaze towards the left, take an in-breath. Legs heavy on the out-breath, just go a little bit deeper into the twist. Breathing in. And slow breath out. One more inhale, filling up. And then clear it, let it go, long exhale. Bring the legs back to center on the in-breath. And then we'll transition to Shavasana. So legs out a little wider, arms out a little wider. And just feeling the whole back body ground. So if you have a little bit more time this morning, then you might even pause the video here and stay in your Shavasana a little longer. Otherwise, we're just going to do slow, deep belly breaths for the next minute. So breathing into the belly, the heart. And if you need to, maybe out the mouth clearer or out the nose, a long exhale. Just smooth out breath. Just keep it going like that. can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.